They don't know the fuck doesn't matter, but we're not gonna tell them because it doesn't matter.
I mean, it's only been 5 months, so.
I mean, what do you mean 5 months? It's only been a week. Like we are very clearly up to date on our schedule.
Obviously.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, our schedule is monthly, so I mean,
exactly. 5 months. I feel like you're overestimating. You know.
Yeah, it's only been like a day.
Exactly. A day at best. You know.
Well, should we start this off correctly, or do you just want to move into it?
I mean, we could start this off correctly, but I feel like we still got to do the disclaimer at very least. If you're gonna get offended, this is probably not the place for you.
No. What the fuck are you talking about? Nah. We made this yesterday. What are you doing? No. Bring that shit back. Reel that shit in. Take back your words right now. Speak ancient runes.
Okay.
Good. Disclaimer. Butthurt, no welcome here.
Exactly.
Come on now.
No welcome butthurt. No welcome butthurt. We no want booty boy wussy boys, you know?
No femboys.
Only femboys, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, true.
Okay. So let's get it started. Absorb and emit kinetic energy. Discuss.
Going in like that? Immediate?
Discuss.
Immediately? We're just
exactly.
going into it?
We're going in raw dogging. No lube, no anything.
Nothing?
Raw dog.
No like, hey, we're on computers now instead of the PlayStation. Kind of.
I mean, I was on computer.
Quality.
I was on computer at very least. I mean, definitely, you've got a better mic quality. We'll say that at very least. You know.
Yeah. I can actually be coherent now.
Damn.
Well,
imagine that.
Well, maybe just a little.
Just a little bit. Only a smidge. Just slightly.
What? You want to? Well, I mean, we don't really need to explain it.
Yeah, I don't think we need to explain. It's in the title. We're finally settling into debate. You know, obviously this is something we've all been talking about. Everyone, like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Your grandma's talking about it too.
Times,
you know,
the movies that are coming out about superheroes and shit. I mean, we're just taking the initiative.
We finally got to put it to rest. Who has a better power, Akira or Hermione Granger?
Of course.
Yeah, obviously. It's the only options. So
what's the first one? Come on.
The first one is absorb and emit kinetic energy. So basically, Black Panther.
I mean, that's pretty good at, like, not getting hurt, I guess. You know, you take a punch, be like, ha, Lamau, push that shit back.
Yeah, but
do some transfer into your arm.
Question is, do you have to be ready to absorb the kinetic energy?
I'd imagine you'd have to be aware of it, at least.
So, like, if you get bonked on the back of the head, would you just, like, get bonked on the back of the head and it wouldn't really, you know, count, is the question.
Yeah, because I'd imagine it wouldn't be constantly on. Because if it was constantly on, then we gotta bring up sex. I mean...
Exactly. I mean...
come on now.
I mean, it'd be like you ever hit something and it not move at all. It just kind of absorbed the thing. You ever punched a pillow and it just kind of like, you felt like you just didn't punch anything. Or like, you know, that sort of like...
in your sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're punching in your sleep, you know, doing that sort of thing.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
And shit just like does not feel like it's connecting, you know?
Imagine giving back shots and you just send the woman across the fucking
exactly, because obviously you've got to emit the kinetic energy. I've seen this motherfucker. He's in the list twice. We've got to give him an F tier because he's in the list twice. He's trying to cheat. He's trying to get a fucking he's trying to cheat. Yeah, exact same power. Look at him. Look at it. Look at his ass trying to fucking cheat.
Being devious as fuck.
Honestly. I mean, then again, I'm pretty sure he is a villain.
Well, hold on. Hold on. All right. We gotta be a little more realistic, okay?
Real estate, I see. So.
Realistic.
Talking about the property margins now.
Where would this actually come into play? Like just
Um,
day-to-day life.
uh, if you have
Freaking
a hammer
falling would
and
be
really want
like
to get a
easy.
nail in, like real bad, or like you haven't got a hammer and you want to get a nail in real bad, you can just like slap the piece of wood a few times to get some of that kinetic energy stored up, touch the top of the nail, and then you're a homemade nail gun.
Would you still feel it, or would it just be pressure?
Well, you're emitting it,
Like,
so
would you feel the pain?
I don't think you'd feel the pain because you're absorbing it
So there's
completely
like
and emitting it. So essentially,
like an invisible layer of armor that's there, basically.
yeah, basically,
Okay.
or like when you absorb it, you know it. Yeah, it's just like little things. But actually, speaking of which, when you're walking around, you're going to be constantly absorbing, immense amount of kinetic energy.
Yes, but we've already established that it's not constantly on, so you could
That's
easily
what I mean.
walk
That's
around.
if it is constantly on anyway. And I imagine
Uh-huh.
if you got that sort of power, you would do that to constantly give yourself a high charge. But then again, do you have fine control of how much of the actual charge comes out, or whether it's just like in one go?
I'd imagine it'd be Black Panther. It would just be in one go.
Yeah, like in a single like massive blast.
Uh, this can.
I imagine this would have like massive side effects and also not like it'd be somewhat useful, but not at the exact same time.
Yeah, it's like how many times are you in a car wreck, or how many times do you fall? It's like it doesn't
I
really
mean,
apply.
there are like uses for it. As I said, there are ways to somewhat pass it. Like say, as I said, you can turn yourself into a human fucking nail gun. You wouldn't need a hammer again.
Yeah.
You know, little things, but it's more like fucking physical things. Like say you needed to break a wall down, you could do that shit. Kinetic
What if you
energy.
get overloaded? Is there a
That's what I
limit?
mean. Is there a limit? Like
Or
I don't know. At least not with this
I feel
character.
like there should be a limit. Like obviously you can't just tank a fucking nuke to your face. Like that's not happening.
Yeah, but
Right?
a
You'll
nuke
just
isn't just
explode.
kinetic energy. You'd only tank the nuke hitting you.
Yeah.
You wouldn't tank the explosion. The explode. Well, yeah, you tank the explosion too, but you
Wow.
wouldn't tank the heat or the
Yeah.
radiation because those aren't
Yeah.
kinetic energy. They're completely different things. So
You live longer than everyone else and get the achievement, basically.
exactly.
You last man standing.
Or like when you absorb. Well, actually, it depends on how absorbing the kinetic energy is done. So, say if the nuke hit you, would that thing just like stop dead in its tracks? Like, would it absorb it like
Are we talking like direct fucking hit, like a
yeah,
mini
like
nuke, or
a
are we
direct
talking
hit?
like blast?
I'm talking like a direct hit, like from the nuke. Would he absorb all of the kinetic energy of the nuke hitting him like dead on, and then the nuke not actually going off?
Mm, I feel like you would trigger the nuke, because that
Yeah,
is
no,
so much
because
force.
yeah, but
And
that's the
shit
thing. He's
coming
absorbing
from
the
nuke.
entirety of the force.
Well, there has to be a limit. You can't just be like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
tank
a
this
nuke,
entire fucking missile.
no, because the
You
nuke
can't do that.
itself and the missile will only travel at a certain speed. So I imagine his battery would be at least high enough to absorb, like, you know, a serious amount. Because,
Well, how,
like,
how
I
about this?
feel like
You have to build
it's
up
really
the
limited.
tolerance, right?
Well, yeah, but so you're eventually building up your battery over time, and the actual amount you can actually absorb. But that's just
I'd
training that
imagine
shit.
when you first get this power and you wouldn't be aware of it, walking would be a pain because you're constantly taking.
You'd just
in
be
and
like
discharging.
it wouldn't even be that. You'd be constantly just like doing flips. Just every step, every other step, you'd be like, your one foot would just fly off of the ground. And you do a fucking cartwheel. You just kind of get trying to kind of get good. I feel like this would be a C or a B tier. Let's be honest.
This wouldn't really apply to anything though.
Exactly, that's
realistically.
my point. Like, there are a
Then why
few
would it
things.
be higher? Wouldn't it be lower? Wouldn't
No,
it be like C to D?
no, because I feel like there are things it can be applied to, but not a lot of things. If you get what
Oh
I mean.
no, I stubbed my toe. Good thing nothing happened. Or
Yeah, you
I
wouldn't.
hit the
That's a
edge
point.
of,
That's a
like,
point.
a
You
table.
wouldn't feel it stubbing your toe, because you can absorb that energy entirely.
I wouldn't take it. Honestly, I'd give it like a D.
I think it's a C if I'm honest. Like at best, I feel like I feel like it's a very mid power.
Through my entire, I haven't been in a car wreck. I haven't been in a fight, and I haven't been in anything that's like lethal enough for me to go, "Ow, this really hurts." This significantly hurts.
Yeah, but that's the
been
thing.
Like, ouch.
Military needs for this sort of thing would be immense. Let's be honest, man's basically bulletproof.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's not like this has to apply to both of us though. You can't just bring up, oh yeah, military, even though we're not gonna be.
Not the point. My point. No, my whole point is, man's basically bulletproof. So like, say he was working on a job site or something like that, you know, laboring or something like that, and then like he sees like someone fucking flying at him, or like you know he's using an angle grinder or something like that, and the fucking blade shatters, heads right towards his fucking eyeball. You know, man's basically good. He has an OSHA violation, like
but it
negator.
Has to be realistic.
Yeah, but it
like
would
yeah, these things can happen, but they're a very small chance of happening.
They're very high chance of happening. Have you ever been in the construction trade or seen any of the construction trade?
I have, yeah.
Shit's like very high, especially some of the fucking OSHA violations. I've seen some fucked up stuff.
At a C- category, the most I'm doing it is C minus.
You said C.
That's the highest.
That's good enough. You said C. It's good enough.
All right.
I think it is a very mid power. It's very C.
Yeah.
But we should probably add E actually. Now that I think about it, let's add a row below, because then we can move that down to D.
Yeah. See, that feels a lot better.
Yeah, it does feel a little bit better now that there's a second thing. So E. I just realized these two aren't in capital.
I don't matter. Someone can be upset about it. I don't really
Someone can be upset about it. I don't really care either. I'm not gonna change the F because the F's already done. I only changed that because I was in the middle of doing it. Let's be honest. Okay, so
what's next?
Absorb any energy for sustenance. So like you could just be like chowing down on some electricity.
That'd be pretty good actually.
Yeah, like you'd never starve. Like you could literally photosynthesize.
But I feel like, well, if you're constantly full, then I feel like you'd miss out on food because you wouldn't be hungry.
I imagine you can turn it off. Or you just, you know, because actually weight gain would be
or you
an
can
issue.
choose what you absorb at times.
Exactly.
Like, because I don't want to be full just walking around, you know?
Exactly. I mean, you know, I can be full and still have a drink, though, mind you.
Yeah.
So.
Gotta make room for dessert.
Exactly.
It's like 8 pounds of ice cream.
What would this?
I had a steak dinner.
That's the point, though. What would this shit be like? Like, how efficient would this conversion like be? You know.
It would be whatever energy you took in.
Exactly. How efficient would this conversion be?
Man starts shitting out light rays.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how much of this will you actually absorb? Motherfuckers start shitting out dark matter. I feel like this would be a very good thing because, like, essentially you can just, like, you'd never have to worry about food costs if you needed it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, shit, that's a whole ass fucking, like, massive bill taken off your plate. I feel like that's kind of like a B tier.
Never be, like, malnourished or dehydrated or anything.
Exactly.
Like, it's pretty good. Honestly?
I'd say a B tier.
B?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like B is a good place for that. All of these are fucking absorb any matter.
Now my man eating ass.
Yeah, my man eating ass. It's the exact same power. It's the exact same power.
Get it out of here. Well, should we make another one that's below F that's just like already done
repeat.
Or like same power or something?
Yeah, we can do that. Repeat. Add a row below.
No way.
3. Yeah.
3.
Good enough. Okay, pocket access to a pocket dimension. Like, I imagine that would be mighty useful for storing shit.
Yeah.
Like transportation as well. Like straight up, like realistically, you could move your entire house, or you could live in your pocket dimension. Man wouldn't need a house.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Like it is your own like dimension. Would it contain the same physics though?
I'd imagine you can make it. Like, it's your own pocket dimension, right? So you can fuck with it as you please. Like,
I mean,
no gravity.
It doesn't say
like,
having
whatever.
your own like fucking like controlling your own pocket dimension. It just says access to a pocket dimension.
You just go inside of it and you're just immediately floating.
That's what I mean. Like, would it be a floating type pocket dimension, or would it be like a infinite void type pocket dimension, where you could just do whatever the fuck you wanted it? That would solve a massive fucking overpopulation crisis as well. Waste disposal as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be mighty useful. I don't know why. I'm looking at the stream right now. The mouse is flickering, but on my screen it isn't.
It doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter.
If we don't gotta deal with that,
I'm not gonna deal with it. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with it. So,
matter.
I imagine this would be an incredibly useful power. Like, I'm talking like S tier kind of useful. Because, like, literally your whole own ass dimension.
Yeah. Yeah. S. Yeah. What? Yeah.
I think it's an S. Like, what about aerokinesis?
I'm trying to think of downsides, but
there isn't. There really isn't any kind of downsides because it's a very simple power. You could just fucking use it.
Yeah. What is that? What is that?
Aerokinesis. Avatar time. Like wind bending. How useful would that be?
I mean, sorta. You don't have to worry about a vehicle. You do some like Aang type shit, get that ball, and just traverse on that.
Yeah, I mean, technically you could fly. Just you don't need to do the fucking Aang type shit in the ball. Like, I feel like he doesn't use his powers to the best of his ability. I feel like because they use gliders and shit. I feel like you don't need the glider. Let's be honest.
Well, it would help.
I mean, yeah, you'd use less power and all that sort of stuff, but I feel like you wouldn't need it.
Yeah.
Like, but other than that, transportation, the power's kind of useless. I mean, you might be able to blow out a house fire if you see that shit. But, like, you'd risk blowing the fucking house away.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Especially,
don't worry, I'll solve this with a tornado.
Blows the fucking house away. Like, especially in fucking, like, America, where most of the houses are made out of wood. Because you have a timberline construction, like, thing over there. Over here, where the houses are made out of brick, it wouldn't be as bad. But you might just end up feeding the flames.
Yeah.
I can't see any real logical use for this power other than transportation.
Maybe a C. Like, transportation would be nice.
I feel like it's kind of an
cars
E.
and maintenance and shit.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of an E. I mean, yeah, you could make a fucking wind-powered vehicle, but...
Yeah, but then the government will grab your ass and be like, alright, you're coming with us.
Alright, you coming with us. Yeah, I feel like that's an E. It's kind of useless. Let's be honest.
I don't need the government after me again.
Exactly. I don't need them sighing. I don't need them, like, clapping these cheeks again.
They don't need to know that I know how to make a water-powered generator. Like, that... Come on now.
Animal taming, scrying, and telepathy. So you can make shit fucking fly. You can tame animals, like any animal, doesn't matter what kind of animal it is, and you can tell the future. No, scrying. Wait, is scrying telling the future with like fucking animal clothes, or is it? It's either one or two things. It's either you can locate things using a fucking like crystal and you float it around you spin it around the map, you know, and it just like lands on wherever the fuck the thing is you're looking for, Or it's telling the future. I'm not too sure. I think it's the first option, where you're looking for things and you can see it on the map, because that would be mighty fucking useful. You can just get a map of your house, like everything where everything is in your house.
Wait. What was it again? Scrying?
Yeah, scrying.
The power to perceive through other beings' senses.
Then the
so
fuck am I talking
sad
about?
And shit?
Yeah. No, it perceived like it's essentially like you'd walk a mile in my shoes type thing. You can tell.
I would never want to do that.
Yeah,
honestly,
neither would I.
I
wouldn't. Like the animal taming and telepathy would be mighty useful. Like motherfucker, imagine just like walking up to a lion and be like, "You my dog now," bark.
Is that the Freddy Fazbear?
Is that the Freddy Fazbear?
Look, guys, it's Freddy Fazbear.
The telepathy, obviously, you can make things fucking float and shit. Like that'd be mighty useful. Like just in construction, like any sort of like, you can make yourself float. You could fly.
I feel like you get paid with taming animals as well.
Exactly.
This is the most dangerous cat known to man.
This shit
pet it
right here would be incredibly lucrative.
Hey, I'm not giving it an S, but I'll give it an A.
Yeah, I'd give it an A as well. Like it's incredibly lucrative, but it's very situational.
Yeah, I was gonna say it depends, and that's it. No.
Astral projection.
Like, yeah, I'll do whatever.
I feel like it's very situational. Astral projection.
But trolling would be amazing.
Oh no, astral projection. You're not able to actually interact. It's just fucking ghost.
No, I know. You just show up and go. Ooh.
Actually, no, because they can't fucking see you. But my whole point is like, but the only thing you could do, you could spy. You'd be an amazing spy.
Yeah.
You'd be able to like just astral project to the area.
If I had that skill, I wouldn't go into the military or anything.
I'm not even talking about going into the military. I probably wouldn't even use it.
Unless, like, someone's whipping up a mad dinner or some barbecue on it.
And you're going to see what it is, yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's the only reason I'd probably ever use that power.
But you'd never have to pay to go into the cinema.
Exactly, sure.
Like, there are many applications for this, most of which aren't exactly very,
E? I wouldn't say it's an F.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's an F. I feel
Nor
like...
am I going above C,
to
be honest.
I would say it's either an E or a D. Just because there are things which we can do. I've just put it on E.
I see.
I just put it on E.
No, I'm lagging.
Are you
lagging? I'm lagging.
I can't hear you lagging or anything like that. Someone has joined the stream.
I don't know if you're lagging or I'm lagging.
I don't appear to be lagging. I'm looking at my upload and everything like that. It seems to be just fine.
I'm gonna rejoin. Hold on.
Okay.
Good?
You sound fine to me the entire time. I wasn't hearing any issues.
Yeah, you were not good. Not good at all.
Not good indeed. Beast lordship. So basically, power over any animal. It's just the animal taming part.
Yeah.
But thing is, that is just like animal taming. Beast lordship, if like say, I imagine we'll limit that to anything we consider an animal. So like if we went to another world or something like that, it would classify things which we would consider beasts as well.
But we gotta be realistic. Like if we got these powers today,
then I feel like this is kind of like gonna be a C tier, at best.
C.
Like at very best, I'm talking, because beast lordship, you can just like encounter any beast and make him your dog, you know?
Yeah, but that's just taming animals.
Yeah, that's my point. But because it's not including all of those things, it can't be classified the same as that. You know
I know.
we
I'm not
can't put
saying,
it in the repeat section.
I'm saying C as in like you're giving it that high of praise when we already have animal taming.
Yeah, because this is animal taming on its own. I feel like animal taming would still be a very lucrative business.
True.
Like like when it comes to money, that would be incredibly worth it.
I'll give it a D.
I'll settle on a deal. D. Okay, so calm state.
Zen.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of S tier for some of the fucking situations I need to be in, you know? Like, motherfucker, I could do a whole, like, what's his name from Overlord? Any situation, flat face him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, any situation, just constant calm state. Like, say you're in, like, the middle of, like, some sort of, like, real fucking intense game.
Would you always be calm, or could you just select when it happens?
No, it's a calm state, so that I imagine would be you'd have to go into it. You'd have to turn it on.
Isn't that just normal fucking like?
No, because obviously this means you can overwrite any like emotion, and just like enter that zen calm state.
I'll give it an A. I wouldn't consider it an S, but
I was thinking more of a B. Like, I feel like it'd be very useful, but it's more useful to yourself rather than, you know, actually being able to use it for something. Exactly. Yeah. But
like for me, it's pretty fun. It's like whatever, you know. I'm not really.
Exactly.
I don't get angry.
That's the reason I was saying B, but like sometimes.
I'll go with B.
Yeah, sometimes I could be like very annoyed, but like, I feel like for the most part I can kind of enter that calm state at normal times, you know. Okay, so. Change own size / mass.
Are we selecting body parts? Or are we talking like a massive fucking whoop?
Well, it says own size, so I imagine it's the entire thing.
D.
C?
D.
D. I imagine. I think I personally feel like it would be more of like more of a C at minimum. Because if you can change your mass as well, you can make yourself light. You can fly with that shit.
Did you get swept up by the winds and shit?
That's what I'm saying. You could literally just fly with that shit.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have any control over it.
You would literally only need to bring one of those little light pocket fans. You know, the ones with the fucking batteries and shit? Turn yourself into a fucking RC helicopter.
Mass. Are you gonna be booty butt naked? Like, you can't change the mass of the shit you're carrying on you.
Yeah, but like, if you've got, you know, very light fabrics on, I imagine if you're going to be using this power, you would be using it with light fabrics at very least. And if you weigh that much, you know, you no matter what, say you got one of those fucking gliders like Aang has, even with heavier fabrics, you'd be fine. All you'd need is like a strong, like, little propeller thing. You could literally make an Iron Man suit, a very, very, very efficient Iron Man suit, where all you'd need is the thrust to lift the armor up. Because you can change how fucking heavy you are.
But I would never make an Iron Man suit. I'm not that fucking intelligent to be like, yeah, I'll just make a suit of armor.
Pay someone to it.
Even then.
My whole point is, if you had this power, you could do that. Like, that is something which I know for a fact. Your little fucking shitter head would be like, "Hey, yo, could you make me a flying suit?"
Yeah, but you still have to consider the cost and shit.
It would not cost that much.
Yeah, make me an Iron Man suit. Yeah, that's gonna be.
It would not cost that much.
5 million.
I could literally make it out of fucking carbon fiber. I could make that shit in like. I could probably make that shit for like $200. I could fucking 3D print that shit. I own 3D printers. It would not cost you much. shit would be dope.
I cannot go under D because realistically,
well, good. I wouldn't have gone
ever.
under D, but like my whole point is I would. Like, imagine just changing your mass. Like, you'd just be chilling there, and then someone will try and move you, or like say you were getting arrested. You could literally just change your fucking mass, and they'd never be able to move you.
True, but then you're not going anywhere because you're.
And if you go all
police. So.
And if you go all villainous, you know, in nature, you could turn yourself into a fucking black hole.
Nah, it's still a D.
I'm gonna have to like override that. Like 100%. This is a C at minimum.
I don't know. Because I would never shrink myself. I wouldn't give myself more mass, nor would I grow myself to be taller. Like, I'm very comfortable with where I am right now.
I'm literally don't give a shit about the size thing. Purely the mass thing is all I care about.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Motherfucker. No, yo, actually, I do care about the size thing. Imagine just, like, making a little RC fucking plane. Just buying a fucking RC plane and flying that shit. Like, from the inside. You would full on Stuart Little that shit. You'd fuck with people. That would be a great fucking trolling power. Like, you could like put little like fucking doors on things and then open it up like while people are looking, and then close the door slowly. You'll make people think they're going fucking insane. Yo, I'd mess with people hard with this power. This would be the ultimate trolling power. I didn't even fucking consider that. Like, do you not understand how
I get it,
fucking trolling? Like, do you agree with C now, just purely from the trolling standpoint?
Would be a fucking adventure.
Exactly. Do you agree with C now, at least for that?
Still D.
Oh, I'm going with C. I fucking refuse. Like, that is C minimum. Like, like the amount of shenanigans you could get up to with that. Constant euphoria and serenity focus. It's essentially calm state, but you get like mass
clarity.
Yeah, it's genuine.
Clarity.
No, because you've got euphoria, so it's pre-nut or like mid-nut.
Mid-nut with the clarity, so you get best of both worlds.
No, because it's serenity and focus. So like you are like the ultimate Zen master. You essentially become the Buddha.
That's boring. Sounds lame. I'm going E.
Yeah. I mean, it could be useful, but not really.
I'm fine with calm state, but experience tranquility just ain't me, dog.
Exactly.
Right,
exactly.
I'm getting a phone call. Continue without me for a bit.
What do you mean? This is a discussion. We cannot. Okay. Control amphibians is kind of a bit lame. Like, man can control frogs. Control birds. Which one of these could I actually like? The hell is flyrokinesis?
Alright, what's next?
Control amphibians.
I mean, it'd be funny, but I'm never realistically using that power. That's an D or an E at best.
I feel like it's kind of an F, because the only thing you could really do is troll people who don't like frogs.
True, yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do with a frog? Like, or a lizard, or like some sort of like fucking newt. Like, half of those motherfuckers need to be in the water.
Yeah, that's enough right there. Solid
Control birds. Now that is ultimate trolling
Birds
territory.
aren't real, F. Someone's gonna take that seriously.
Fucking birds aren't real. They're all government drones. No, I feel like controlling birds.
Battery pack.
I can see the battery pack. Oh wait, that's the bird shit. It's in my eye. I feel like that would definitely be like at least a D, because it's beast lordship. You can control beasts, but like only birds. Actually, no, yeah, E. It's kind of like it's cutting it down. Like if you had fucking beast lordship, you'd be able to control all animals, but like fucking birds.
Yeah.
Like yeah, you can get the birds to like shit on someone's car the moment they've cleaned it, which
Like,
would be pretty fucking funny.
Like really good trolling, but there'd be no actual benefit, you know?
Yeah. Other than like sending people messages by carrier pigeon, which be
it would be pretty funny to gather like a couple of crows and tell them what to say, just to like.
Oh yeah, some like ravens who can like speak or some shit like that.
Yeah. Because most people don't know that ravens and shit can.
They can make you know. Yeah, you can walk them up and just like the crow have the raven like land on someone's shoulder and go, "It's free real estate," and then just fly away.
Yeah.
That shit would be absolute fire. But like other than that, near enough useless.
Yeah.
Now control bugs. I feel like that would be kind of real useful.
I'm gonna go A because I wouldn't have to see another fucking roach in my entire life.
You could troll people with roaches too. Yeah, I'd go A.
Yes.
Like imagine just getting like a whole ass army of ants.
I don't gotta worry about fucking diseases from mosquitoes. I don't gotta
and
worry
like
about
pest control.
Ants.
Pest control, money. You know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Control density.
Just walk up with a clipboard. Yeah, we need you guys to get out of here. You're being evicted.
Exactly. It's that fucking scene from like I think American Dad did it, or like Family Guy, whichever one with the fucking Brian is in. Like he went to go and evict some roaches or something like that.
Oh yeah.
It's just that scene.
You know, honestly, I'd probably consider S.
I was thinking S, yeah. Like S would be like, you know, I feel like it's an A+.
Yeah,
I could add another tier, yeah. Like, I feel like it's an A+.
There yet, but it's pretty fucking
It's pretty fucking close. I'll keep it the same color as A as well.
You ain't gotta worry about spiders or like anything like
exactly. Add row above.
Hey, what are you doing? Don't bite me. Don't do that.
I see. It completely removed S tier. Put that there.
I mean, you can just change it. So.
Yeah, I know. S. Okay. So, control density. So you can become a cloud and shit.
But we can control just density in general. So we can make something like atrociously heavy or light.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, you can. It doesn't say control your own density. Yeah, that would be incredibly useful. You could scam the shit out of people.
Hey, lift this toothpick. I bet you won't.
I bet you can't. Like carnival games, just in general, like you could fuck with people.
Be the strongest man, but not actually.
You know that fucking bottle throw where they stick the bottles together? You could literally control the density on them, and then that way you can tell them to come walk behind the counter and try to lift the bottle. I think you just got a limp arm. You know?
Yeah.
That shit would be incredibly useful.
It's only good for, like, party games and shit. Stuff like that. Like trolling and whatnot.
Not really. If you get locked out of your house, you can turn into a cloud and just, like, go inside.
It would be density, it wouldn't be form. You would just be light as a cloud. You wouldn't actually be a cloud.
No, because density is how close. No, because density is how close your atoms are as well. So if you control your density down to a particular point, unlike mass where it would be weight-wise and all that, density is a completely different thing. You can make yourself super dense. So essentially, you could make yourself bulletproof. Like with MASH, you couldn't make yourself bulletproof. You just make yourself heavy.
Getting robbed wouldn't be a thing anymore because you can just make your money heavy as fuck.
Exactly.
Give it to a robber and he just falls to the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just like pass it to him, and the moment you let go, density max. Fucking fingers crushed underneath your wallet.
It's the Superman's key for his base.
Exactly. The ice palace, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, I feel like that's an S tier. Let's be honest. Or at least A+. Yeah. Because that should be mighty useful. Now, Earth control would be incredibly fucking good. Because, like, no, my whole point is I was expecting you to, like, try and rebuttal or, like, agree or, like, say something. Because I feel like Earth control, like, imagine just, like, terraforming vast swaths of land. Like, you could literally be taken to fucking Mars and, like, terraform a whole ass planet.
Yeah.
Because it's Earth control. Like, it isn't even, like, just you control the ground.
Earth control, not Mars control, hello?
Yeah, but Mars is made out of Earth. Like, I'm thinking about Earth as in, like, you know, dirt and stuff like that. Like earthworks, you know, stuff like that. I mean, fucking farming, for example.
Wouldn't it be control material instead of Earth?
No, because it's the same stuff. Unless it's actual full-on fucking Earth control, which means you can control the climate as well. You could literally solve climate control.
Because it's what it says. Control Earth.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's control Earth. It could be the entire fucking planet.
Everyone else can be hot as fuck, but you can be cool.
But that's my whole point.
Just like have a very specific fucking thing over you.
Just controlling the climate like directly around you. Yeah, imagine because you could control Earth, so technically, even if you couldn't control the climate, you could move Earth slightly further away from the sun.
Well, you gotta be realistic. If you're moving the Earth, you gotta be some fucking drawback. Obviously, everything that comes with moving the Earth, but still.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, everything that comes with moving the Earth, that could fuck up a lot of stuff. It's gonna fuck up the year, for example. It's no longer gonna be 365 days if you move the Earth.
C tier.
I'm thinking more B tier, if I'm honest. Because, like, it is incredibly powerful. You could hire your services out to, like, farms and shit. And just, like, terraform the entire fucking land ready to plant.
Money does speak. And I have been spoken to. So, I gotta go B.
I mean,
I'll take a B.
You could dig canals and shit. Control emotion. I mean, it's kind of the same as fucking, you know, the other one. Calm state.
Experience tranquility.
Experience tranquility. I feel like that has
F or repeat.
I think it's a repeat because now like it's the same variation. Let's be honest, as this one.
Yeah.
Control gravity. Now that shit has to be an S just out of the gate. I mean, plain and simple. Like, just imagine controlling gravity. You know, just moving shit in general would be incredibly fucking easy. Motherfucker, you could do strongman competitions and stuff like that, and people would look at you with your fucking scrawny ass frame.
It would be gravity in general.
Yeah, you can control gravity. And control gravity, I imagine, you can just control whatever the fuck you want when it comes to gravity. Because it's a very broad statement. Which is, it's the same sort of statement as Earth control.
I don't know.
This motherfucker in the actual, in the comics is full on, like, badass. Like, motherfucker, like, you can 3 times gravity on someone.
Yeah.
Like, someone trying to run away because they've, like, hit your car or something like that. Or, you know, doing some shit, you could just be like, hey, yo.
This is one of those things where it depends on the person. Because I wouldn't necessarily use it unless it's a very specific situation.
You could fly.
Still.
I would use this shit.
I could fly. Where the fuck am I gonna go? I don't have anywhere to be.
I would use this shit and like I would be better than anyone at moving. Like, the money I could earn, I could literally just, like, move your entire house. Doesn't matter. Actually, no, moving heavy machinery, for fuck's sake. You know, literally anything that needed moved, I'd be able to make big money. Because I'd be able to charge, like, I'd be fully undercutting all these bigger companies that are, you know, charging, like, hundreds of thousands to move some, like, heavy crane equipment. Man could walk up and be like, yeah, I'm gonna pick this up, walks away with it, while everyone's looking at me as if to say, what the actual fuck?
You I'll give it a C or a B at best. I wouldn't put it in F.
I would say A. Because you gotta remember, this it's controlling fucking gravity. Someone's fucking falling, you can literally be like, yeah, no. You know? Imagine all of the amount of times you could trip and, like, catch yourself. You could, like, style it out with gravity, too. You could make it seem like you were actually leaning in for a flip. You see what I mean?
Maybe a B.
Well, you already said it was a B. I'm saying A.
B.
Do we add a B plus? Is this a B plus situation?
No, not at all.
I mean, I'm gonna go with B, but like I'm like almost certain that shit would be an A. Let's be honest. Control the magnetic field. That shit's S tier no matter what. I don't give a fuck.
Go on.
Like Magneto, have you seen that motherfucker? Everything is somewhat magnetic. We're fucking somewhat magnetic. This is control over the entire magnetic field. He is a god among X-Men mutants.
Yeah, I guess, sure.
Like, you could literally control time. Actually, no, that's a point. With gravity, you could control time. Like Einstein's theory of relativity. The closer you are to a black hole, the slower time goes. You could literally fucking time travel, or at least like fucking super slow people down around you.
Right. Still B though.
Fucking.
I'll give magnetic control a fucking an S.
I mean, it is a fucking S. Like very clearly. Control non-human mammals. I feel like that is just beast control, with less things added. So
F.
I would
for a repeat.
I would put it on E because it's the same as control birds, control fucking I mean, yeah, there are a lot of mammals on Earth. No, fucking F. Control adhesion. So Spider-Man, that shit. But that says adhesion in general. Like, you could put two things together and stick them together. You know the amount of trolling you could do with that?
Be the greatest welder ever.
Exactly. Motherfucker, you could literally, like, yeah, that'd be incredibly fucking useful. Would that be an A plus?
I'd give it an A.
Yeah, I'm happy with an A. I'm just thinking about the amount of trolling you could do too. You could tell people to like put their hands together and then just like adhere to them. Never be able to like, oh, fucking party tricks and shit like that. Control parasites. Kind of beast control again, isn't it?
Yeah. There's no real point to it, I guess.
Yeah. Controlling plants would be easily an A tier at minimum. Because motherfucker, imagine being a botanist and that. Like, you could literally just like, you could go to the fucking desert and just like terraform the desert. But realistically, that would be an incredibly bad idea. Because the ecosystem would fuck the entire fucking world up.
It's only controlling plants. You wouldn't dictate whether they
no
when they die and shit.
But if you're controlling plants, you can literally plants themselves. If you have enough plants, they would form a lattice structure underneath the earth, and it would essentially help them self-sustain. So it would immensely cool down the deserts. It's the same reason you shouldn't put like a bunch of solar panels in the desert either. Because it would eventually like start to cool them down, and then you'd fuck up the rainforest. But yeah, I'm gonna say easy A tier. Because just controlling plants in general. like places where major deforestation and stuff like that is happening.
We gotta repeat.
Control reptiles. So it's essentially amphibians. Yeah, we'll put it there. Control sea animals.
Oh, I can go to dolphins and be like, hey, you want to see these dolphins do some tricks? Yeah, you're gonna have to pay me. That's the only fucking benefit.
Yeah, but you can't even fucking talk to them. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
True.
you can't even fucking talk to them. Like, it's just controlling them. Control the weather. That is 100% a fucking S tier. That's Magneto levels of fucking S tier. You know?
I give it an A plus.
No, because you can literally stop fucking disasters. Like natural disasters. Like, that's 100% S tier. Like, that shit's like straight up. No matter what the fuck you do, like S tier, like sort of stuff. Electrokinesis. That's just controlling electricity. That's not generating it.
B?
Yeah.
It's not entirely useless, but
it's not really useful.
Great.
Like, I'll be honest. I don't know what flyrokinesis is.
Okay, hold on. Is the ability to create and manipulate force fields.
I feel like that's incredibly useful in certain situations. I feel like that's a C tier.
I mean, what counts as a force field? I don't think I've ever ran into a force field at all.
It's essentially like an invisible shield.
I know what a force field is, but realistically, I've never ran into one.
To be fair, force fields don't exist in real life. So
I know.
I wouldn't think you would run into
based
one.
on fucking being realistic.
Yeah, well, say like a fucking bridge was out.
Well, actually, eventually there's gonna be force fields. Yeah, when I'm dead.
When I'm dead, bitch. No, say a bridge is out or something like that. Some stupid shit's about to happen. You'll be walking down the street and someone's about to fucking crash. You can make a fucking ramp to stop them from fucking crashing.
Oh yeah, I'll ramp them and then what?
Or like, say you wanted to cross the ocean, you could just like make a force field bridge.
No.
Well, you could.
No, that's a solid F or an E at best. That's as high as I'm going. I'm not changing.
No, that's at least a D. Like, at least a D. No. Because force fields would be dope. Like, you could literally, like, say it was, like, super fucking... I feel like it's at least a D. It's electrokinesis, on par with electrokinesis. And if electrokinesis is, like, a D, I feel like flyrokinesis has to be a D, too. Because force fields would be useful.
I'm trying to think of disasters that are possible, but it's still highly unlikely that I'm in any of them.
What if you have a fucking tsunami or like a tornado? Like you could put a
never happened here.
You would definitely have a tornado there. It's
Realism.
Texas. It's Texas. You'll have tornadoes in Texas.
In Texas, not fucking where I am.
Yeah, well, where you are, you're not too far away from Texas. It's a possibility. Or say like an earthquake or something like that.
It really isn't.
It's a mild
It really
possibility.
fucking isn't. Nor do I ever get earthquakes. We don't get fucking, like, big disasters. Nothing happens here at all. Besides, like, oh no, there's another shooting that was, like, a few blocks away.
Boom.
Oh
shooting.
well.
Right there. If that ever happens to be a shooting in your general vicinity...
I don't have that reaction time to put up a force field and stop a bullet. We're being realistic.
Yeah, but if you're walking through the area and then you hear shots... My point is, like, you hear shots, you can put that shit up immediately. It's essentially the equivalent...
Shots, I'm already inside.
It's essentially the equivalent of fucking rolling up your window in a bad area.
Exactly.
I mean, again, you could use it for transport. Like, I imagine you can at least move the force fields. Or, well, I say move it. Essentially, you can make it longer.
Yeah.
Yo. You could technically, now if you get real fucking good at this shit, make people think your dick's bigger.
Still an E.
You would never have to worry about contraception.
What?
Contraception.
You say that again, like I didn't just say what.
rubbers.
Yes sir. Still an E.
Sean, this shit's useful. I mean, yeah, I may not be able to think of exact ones right the fuck now, but it's useful.
We're being realistic. You don't go, there's like a tanker over there. Let me put up a force field. Like, no, obviously he's gonna go the other way. He's not gonna go towards you. Or, hey, there's gunshots. Let me just run the other way. Like, they're not shooting
Yeah, but if you're running away and a stray bullet's heading your direction, it's good to have the fucking shields up.
The bullet would be past me by then.
Yeah, but my whole point is, you can put the fucking shields up.
Like, I'm looking at the bullet.
You can put the shields up.
Like, no.
You can put the fucking shields up the moment you hear gunshots. You don't have to be right
if they're shooting at me, they'll just keep shooting.
Yeah, and they wouldn't fucking go through the shields. Like, they'll eventually give up, let's be honest. They'll be like, hey, yo, we can't actually shoot this motherfucker.
Just throw the fucking gun at you.
They throw a tantrum, just fucking slam the gun into the ground. Just like, fucking,
Still neat.
I feel like it's a D, but I'm a fucking... Create and control radiation. That'd be amazing for... I wouldn't give yourself radiation, but it'd be very good for cancer treatments.
That is true, yeah.
I feel like this is at least an A tier.
You would get an offer from every fucking hospital known to man.
Exactly. I feel like this is at least an A tier. Just purely because essentially you'd be able to like cure cancer, because it's control as well. You can make sure.
Prove it. I mean, there's still risk with radiation shit.
Yeah, no, but if you can control it, you can make sure it doesn't attack any of their healthy cells.
True.
So it would be a perfect cure for cancer.
To prove it to a hospital would...
You'd walk in and just randomly cure someone.
Give someone cancer and then take it away.
Yeah, just like immensely radiate them. And just like remove it immediately. No, you could just like walk into like a cancer ward and just like heal the entire room. Like Jesus moment, that shit. You know?
You'd be the biggest... Is it liability or is it not liability, right?
No, liability is when you're a risk.
Yeah. The fuck is the other word I'm thinking of them?
I'm not sure.
You'd be the biggest priority in that hospital.
Honestly, you would literally become the fucking most important person in that entire area immediately.
Well, in the world.
Yeah,
really.
exactly.
Like, some president or something gets cancer, be like, hey, got you, bro.
I got you. Yeah, so that shit would be immensely useful. So I'd say at least an A.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with A for now.
Whoa, it has to be better than controlling plants. I mean, you gotta put it in front of that at least.
No, because plants, you could literally fucking save the environment.
If I want to save it.
Yeah, that's my whole point. You could. My point is you could.
If I wanted to.
You could definitely save the environment.
Yeah.
And it's the same sort of thing. I mean, it could be an A+.
I don't mind an A+.
Hydrokinesis. Control of water. Now, how far does this go? Does it go to the whole bloodbending thing as well?
No. No.
Because, like, if it goes down to the whole bloodbending, because there is water, we're 70% water, we are a lot of water. Obviously, you'd have to have immense amounts of training. The amount of, like, lives you could say, it's a hospital situation again. Like, if you happen to encounter someone bleeding, you can just, like, hold their blood in them.
True. But realistically, when do you ever come across someone that's bleeding?
Let's be honest. In the UK, it would be incredibly useful. Knife crime is at an all-time high. And obviously,
very situational then.
I'm gonna say C.
But that is bloodbending though. We got to go back to the water, like pure non-person. Like,
could you filter the water by hydrokinesis?
I'd imagine. Because you are controlling it.
Exactly, and obviously the minerals inside the water isn't exactly... I imagine if it's purely H2O, you could filter that shit out of, like, incredibly dirty water supplies. Motherfucker just like, hey, yo, I need a drink. Takes a sip from a puddle.
C or B. I'm fine there.
I'm gonna go with C. Because I feel like it's somewhat situational, but also not at the same time. Because we don't really need water where we are.
You go to the ocean, jump in, come out dry, like, hey, yeah, water's not real. I don't know what happened.
I accidentally found a glitch in the Matrix,
Yeah, just don't swim in that spot right there.
Yeah, that spot, I accidentally went into the back rooms, came back. Yeah, not a pleasant experience.
Uh-huh.
Okay, create illusions. I imagine this would be mighty useful. You'd never have to actually turn up for work. You could just have a day off whenever you wanted it. By just like sending an illusion of you in. Or you could just like, be an absolute fucking degenerate and make illusionary cash.
Yeah, but it'd be an illusion. You'd grab it and they wouldn't feel it.
I mean, it depends on the type of illusion.
Yeah.
Like, how far in illusion is it? Like, Loki kind of illusion? Like, where he makes things somewhat physical?
I was just thinking of like a hologram type of thing.
I was thinking more like tangible illusions. Like, you could literally still grab some paper, even if it is like a hologram. You could grab some paper, cut it into the general shape of, money, and give them that.
I feel like we'd at least need the material to make the illusion.
That's what I mean. Like, you can grab a piece of paper or something like that, or you could hire someone to be a body double and illusion them to look like you and go into work for you or whatever.
But if that's the case, then you'll probably just get fired because you're not doing work correctly, or they're not doing your work correctly.
Obviously, you could probably get a good person to do it.
Well,
you could
money.
Not really, because you could offer them other things in exchange, because it's an illusion.
True.
You could literally do things for them that normal people would not be able to do.
True. Very situational. I'm gonna be honest. Anything that's situational, I feel like we cannot put it in S or like A+.
No. Yeah, I feel like it can be a C, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it can be useful, but it's also not super useful. Control portals. No, okay, so that isn't a separate part. I thought that was part of this one. It's a weird one. Sometimes they're on the top, sometimes they're on the bottom, and it fucks me up. Okay, so control. I just
we did this last night as well. We did limit it to. You had to have.
Yeah, you have to have been there. Yeah, that's
like open a portal.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I feel like that would be. You'd need cash, but once you've managed to actually travel, it would be incredibly useful. It would save you immense amounts of money, so I feel like it's an A+.
A what?
A+ or an A.
Well, no, because you'd have to go to that location, come back, and then.
No, because when you go to that location, you can teleport back. You've already been to the previous location.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you want to teleport to a new location, you have to go to that location. Let's say, like, you got to take a fucking plane and shit.
Yeah.
You're wasting, like, a couple of hundred,
but you
and
only
then
need...
you start saving.
Yeah, but you only need one-way trips.
That is true, yeah.
So, you take your one-way trip. I mean, yeah, the government might get a bit confused as to how you got back.
Yeah.
But you take your one-way trip to said country.
You book another flight. You get on that flight, and then you go to the restroom, take your luggage, and you're no longer on that flight. And then they get more confused because they're like, "Where the fuck did this passenger go? He was here like a couple of seconds."
He was a ghost. Yeah. You'd only really need the single-way travel. So.
I'm fine with giving it an A. I wouldn't give it an A+.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with A. I'm okay with that. The Death Note, I don't really think's a power. Let's be honest.
F. I'm never using that shit ever.
Neither would I.
Like, yeah, I get to talk to a fucking... What are they called again?
Shinigami.
I get to talk to him.
And cool. Like when you die, you become a Shinigami too with your own Death Note. You essentially become a Grim Reaper.
Yeah. Cool, I get a status when I'm dead.
And I think you lose your
Great.
memories as well when you die. So
I'm not even gonna fight. Okay. Well.
no need to sleep. I feel like. What was you gonna say?
No, it don't matter.
Yeah, no need to sleep. I feel like is a B tier power. Let's be honest. Because on the one hand, I wanna be able to fucking sleep. Like it says, no, you don't need sleep, so you can still sleep. But like, I feel
it's
like
not a requirement.
Exactly.
Would you still become restless or no?
Well, if you don't need to sleep, it's more of a matter of you can go to sleep whenever you want. You could take power naps.
True.
I mean, on the one hand, it could be very useful if you want to like complete a lot of shit. Like, and you don't want to actually go to sleep or anything like that. It could be very useful, but I also think that you kind of go insane. Let's be honest. If someone decided to use that to its maximum ability and just didn't sleep at all.
You don't need it. So I mean, I'd imagine after like a few days, you maybe get used to it.
Yeah, but again, like, sleep serves a very important role in our psyche. It's also to like help you remember shit and everything like that.
I would give it a D or a C.
I was thinking B, but I'll go with a C. Because it's kind of like a sort of power which is kind of not really a power, but it is a power at the exact same time.
It's very useful for getting shit done, and like, I gotta crank out like 20 projects by like next week.
Exactly.
I get that, but like,
elasticity. I feel like that's a D power. Plain and simple. I mean, if you're talking about Plastic Man's kind of elasticity, where he is literally indestructible, then it would be an S.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
But if it's just elasticity,
isn't even wearing clothes.
Yeah, no, he literally just he has pure. He technically isn't elastic. He has complete control of his atoms. So, I feel like
if we're going off of Plastic Man, then it's an S.
Immediately.
Like, whatever. But if we're just going off of, like,
Luffy kind of shit, you know.
Yeah. I'd give it, like, a C.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like it'd be a D, if anything. Because, yeah, you're stretchy.
If we're looking at that picture there, it is Plastic Man. So, I mean...
Yeah. But it's elasticity. It's only the elasticity part of his power.
Then... I'm fine with the D or C.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a D. Everyone obeys your word would be an S tier power immediately. Because you could just immediately become an absolute villainous motherfucker.
Yeah, but you could be fucking around, say some shit on accident. They're like, alright, bet.
Yeah, obviously. But you could but obviously they obey your word, so you can immediately take it back. True. It's not a permanent command.
Right, I was thinking like code gas. Right.
Yeah. So I feel like that's immediately an S tier, yeah.
Yeah.
Like no word about it. Extreme Luck, also an S tier, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like no fucking arguments
100%.
there.
Yes. Yeah.
Flying is kind of a deeper tier, let's be honest.
Yeah. I was gonna go with that. I was gonna go with E.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Green Lantern's ring. It is based on willpower. So if you're not really willing to do anything, like you have fucking ADHD like me, that shit would be useless. Motherfucker, that thing would change so fucking fast purely on like fixations, you know. I feel like an E would be max for that power. Healing would be an S tier, let's be honest.
Yes.
Immediately.
We went over that yesterday as well.
Yeah. Heat vision.
While you're talking.
Heat vision's kind of an F tier, let's be honest. Because what the fuck are you gonna use it for? Welding, and that's about it.
Yeah. Hey, watch me cook this. Well,
yeah.
I burnt the
Hey yo, watch me cook. Inherent omniscience. So all knowing, isn't it? Omniscience. So.
I'm gonna go with F.
It says inherent, so I don't know if that's like as you vibing.
Let's just go with omniscience. Let's just go with omniscience.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with F.
I'm gonna go with D, if anything, because like on one hand, incredibly fucking useful, but you'd get very bored.
Yeah, that was the main thing. It's just, hey, I know everything. I'm fucking bored. There's no surprise left in like anything anymore. So it's either like F or E.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with F. Fuck it. Instant learning, definitely an S tier.
Yeah.
Like, just plain and simple, you just know how to do shit. Like, you learn it pretty much instantly. Invulnerability...
You still keep the surprises of everything before someone goes, well, it's the same as... No, it ain't. No. You don't know the future.
No, it's not.
Like,
you're learning
you
shit.
still gotta go
you're
out
literally
of your
learning
way to
shit.
learn.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Invulnerability, I feel like, is an A tier. Let's be honest. You're still gonna die. You just age. But you're indestructible. I mean, I imagine it would make life kind of boring, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But, I still feel like it's an A tier.
The building will be collapsing. You just walk in.
Yeah.
Just stand there looking up like, man, that roof is coming down on me pretty quick.
Thing is, though, you could still starve to death.
True.
Like, I doubt they'll actually, like, try and recover your body from a massive building falling down on you. At least not quickly enough for you to get out of there, so...
And you can still yell and shit.
I mean, you're invulnerable. I mean, technically, because you're invulnerable, you could just, like, dig your way out. You don't have to worry about, like, it destroying your hands, digging your way out.
Yeah.
So...
I'll give it, like... I'll give it a B, just because life would get boring.
Yeah. Kill everything with eye contact.
F.
Yeah, that would be absolute fucking shit tip.
You gotta be blind. You're joking.
Or you could put sunglasses on.
Give them the Giga Chad staring, they just die.
Exactly. You can put sunglasses on. Know and visit any time, place, or dimension. I feel like that would be very useful. Essentially, you know, like, say if you wanted to go to a time period, you'll know that time period. So you wouldn't have to worry about fucking messing up languages and shit like that.
I'm fine with like an A or A+. I don't know about S though.
I was thinking more B tier. Because like, it'd be mighty fun, but it's kind of useless.
Yeah, you can't really travel there, can you?
Yeah, you can visit. Know and visit any time and place.
Ah. Well then, I'll go with A.
Yeah, but if
I mean, if you
might fuck up the timelines.
Roman. Right, I can go down to like.
Turns out it was us that dropped off the Antikythera mechanism. Pompeii.
Yeah, Pompeii. I'll go there, learn some like ancient Greek language.
Well, you'll
like,
know.
right, cool.
So you'll know. So it says know and visit any time and place. So I imagine you'll know the language of that time and place as well.
Do you think it's? Do you think it's regional? Like if you go to.
You only know the fucking time, language, and place of the place you were born.
No, like you go into ancient China, and you only know Chinese while you're there, or like Vietnamese.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And then when you come back.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like it's only of the period which you're in. You'll only know the period which you're in.
Yeah, I'll go with B then.
Know and visit any other dimensions. That's technically a repeat because it says place dimensions.
Yeah, just repeat.
Light control. Now that could be like mighty useful, but also mighty unuseful at the exact same time.
I would never use this power ever.
What if it's like real dark and you need to fucking light the shit up?
I got eyes.
Motherfucker, you could be the most romantical motherfucker in existence. Be like, boom, rainbow.
True. Still no.
I feel like it's very situational, so I feel like it's an E.
I'm fine with E or F.
Yeah, I wouldn't say F, but I would say E, at least. You could just, like, randomly flashbang people, yeah. Limitless what? It doesn't actually say anything.
Limitless. I don't even know what that says.
Panmesia.
Intelligence?
I mean, it is Brainiac. He figures shit out, so like he just a real smart dude. Should we just go with intelligence for it?
Yeah.
Because like intelligence doesn't mean you know everything, so I feel like that's an S as well. Because you still have to go out of your way to figure shit out. So it wouldn't get boring. You'd just be very smart.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're just smart. I don't know about S, but I'm fine with A+ or A.
Yeah, I'll go with A+. Local subatomic understanding and control. So that is Plastic Man's power, basically. You're a god. That's S tier.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's fucking Dr. Manhattan. I know that.
Exactly. You're an S tier. Memory wipe, I feel like would be very situational, so I kind of feel like it's an F tier. Unless you've deliberately done something real fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, but then you have to go out of your way to wipe the memory of everyone that's seen it.
Yeah. But you could ask some like wacky ass fucking questions to see people's reactions, and then wipe that memory.
Yeah.
Like if the reaction you want.
I'm fine with E or F.
I would have said D. I mean, I'm okay with E, but I would have said D.
I'll go with D.
Yes. Midas touch, on-off command. Yes, you get the on-off, ability. So that would be kind of like an A tier, because at very least you'd be able to get yourself very rich.
That's it though. Like, yeah, cool, money. Okay then. Like, I don't need to use the power ever again.
I mean, you could have yourself a solid gold Lambo. It would weigh a fuck ton, so it wouldn't really go very fast. But yeah. Solid gold Lambo.
It'd be a statue in my fucking garage.
Exactly.
No. I'll be a billionaire and then be like, alright, I'm never turning this on
I'd say C at minimum. Let's be honest.
I go D. Because, like, you use it once, you get the money you need, or you get the money.
Yeah, and obviously, after a while, it wouldn't really be worth it because you would have flooded the market with gold.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go with D. Yeah.
It'd be like a one-time use kind of thing.
A few times uses at minimum.
Well, yeah.
Mind link with anything, so you could just understand anything.
God.
I would say E.
I don't know. I don't want to know what that motherfucker over there is thinking. Fuck that.
Yeah, but imagine, like, you like in a different fucking country. Like
unless I'm with like Albert Einstein or fucking someone, I'll link up with him.
Yeah, my whole point is, if you're in like a different country and you need to understand someone and you don't understand them, or like say like a random fucking foreigner shows up. And like they're in dire need, and you need to figure out what the fuck they're saying. These are relatively reasonable things. I feel like it's at least an E.
You wouldn't know the language though. You just link.
You're mind linking.
It's
so you understand
their
them.
Language.
No, because you're mind linking. You'd understand them. I imagine if I was to mind link with someone, I'd understand them.
You know what they're thinking, but it'd still be in their language that you don't understand. This isn't language fucking control.
No, because it's mind linking.
Yeah, you're not gonna look into their memories.
You can understand their intent, is my point. You wouldn't necessarily understand the language, but you'd understand their intent.
I don't know. Just F feels very fucking comfortable because I'd never use it.
I mean, I probably wouldn't use it, but that's not the point. Thought reading, that's kind of a different thing entirely.
F.
Yeah, I was gonna say F. Really, what the fuck are you gonna use it for? Multiply self.
Cheat on a test. Wow.
Yeah, multiply self would be pretty good.
We did limit this though.
Yeah.
To like 2 to 3 uses daily.
I'd say
So I'll
5
give it
would be the
like-
max multiplication of yourself.
I'll give it an A or a B.
Yeah, I'd say B. Because realistically, after a 5-sum, what are you gonna do?
That's A.
There's too many people. Oh yes. After a 5-sum, there's too many people. You know.
Yeah.
No aging, so
F.
you become immortal.
F.
Yeah, but you can still die. There's still that excitement to it.
Still an F.
I would say a D.
Dog, I don't want to be 19 and look like I'm 12. I'm good.
No, obviously, I imagine you know you'd gain this power at some other. You're gonna look like you're fucking 12, no matter how old you get. Like you've already got that shit. You've kind of fucked it. Let's be honest.
Still an F.
But
I'll give it an E at best.
I would say a D. Let's be honest. Because no aging. Say you want to, you know. I mean, realistically, it's the only way you're gonna get to play the fucking GTA 6.
True. Well, you can get this power and then die the next day.
Yeah, but that's what adds some spice to life out of it.
E.
Alright, I'll settle on E. Nearly Gullisum. I don't know what the fuck that does.
Yeah, I'm just immediately gonna go with F. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it'd be something real
I'm not
fucking
even gonna
powerful. I'm googling. I'm
try
a fucking
to
Google.
spell
I'm not even gonna try fucking pronounce it properly. Like I attempted, and that's the best you're gonna get out of me. Let's be honest. Fuck! I clicked. Nil.
Just some like goated ass fucking power that we've never heard of.
The power to speak, understand, and decipher any and all languages. That is fucking like 80
That
a
is
minimum.
actually goated.
That's
actually
that's
really
goated as fuck.
That is an
Let's be
EDS.
honest. Like
That's
yeah,
an S right there.
yeah, that's 100% like that is fucking peak. Didn't we already have an omniscience?
Yeah.
Opacity control. So you can control how
Invisibility,
yeah,
basically.
you can control how fucking see-through you are.
F.
Yeah, because like what are you really going to use it for other than pervy shit? As I've said. Perceive and control DNA. So you could just like fucking randomly mutate someone.
B.
Man just went, hey yo, I'm gonna steal a chromosome. Just like randomly turn someone into a girl. But I tell you what, actually that'd be real fucking good for like people who wanted to transition. You could just like walk in and be like, hey yo, you want to transition? Boom.
No, I don't want to be
Take
that
a-
guy because with times and everything, but money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm fucking seeing profit in this, and the transition will be complete and real. It wouldn't just be a surgery.
Hey, now, what do you mean by real? What you saying there?
Motherfucker, you can understand me. That's not something you can misconstrue. This would be a complete and like fully real transition, like to a genetic level.
You forget we're gonna post this on YouTube and shit.
Again, not responsible. I honestly,
Very true.
I honestly don't care if you misunderstand my intentions, because I'm talking a like physically thing that I have nothing against trans people, but this is what I'm talking about. This would be incredibly useful for that sort of like situation. Like people
You
don't
guys
feel
get a
right.
transform. I
Yeah,
get
exactly.
paid.
Exactly, that's my whole point. Like I ain't gonna fucking judge you. And it is an actual full-on thing. Like, they will get exactly what they wanted out of it. It would be incredibly useful instead of... Like, it would be the exact... It would be the perfect transformation. They would be able to have kids and everything. It would be perfection. Perfect recall. It's an eidetic memory. I feel like that is very situational. Great for exams.
I can take it or leave it.
I feel C. It's a mid power. Let's be honest. Perfect regeneration plus no aging. Okay, I'm a wipe the no aging part. I'm gonna go with actual Wolverine kind of thing. It's just extremely slow aging instead.
Perfect regenerate. Yeah.
Because you could literally just have your arm chopped off and then grow an arm, Deadpool type style. So, I feel like that's a B tier power.
There's a lot of benefits, but it's also like it'd be very boring.
You'd never get ill.
Excitement, you know.
I mean, there would be plenty of excitement. You could literally just go out and just like
at
fight
first,
people.
Yeah.
You can walk up to a fucking like bear and be like, "Hey, yo, fist fight me, bitch." Train an arc. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like there'd be plenty of excitement still with perfect regeneration. Because there's still plenty of excitement. Is fine with B?
Yeah.
Phase self, so you can go through things. I imagine it'd be very useful, but like... no, different type of thing, but also yes. I feel like it'd be very useful, but very situational, so I feel like that'd be a C.
I give it a D.
Yeah, I can accept a D. Phase environment. Is that the same thing? Or no? It's kind of like the same thing, but also worded differently.
It's literally just a reversal.
Or is it like, when it says phase environment, does it mean like you can change what's going on in the environment in that area? Like change the fucking phase of like the moon, like change it to like autumn out of the blue.
Well, who's that character? Because
I feel
like we need.
I have never seen. I'm pretty sure that's Kitty Pryde, and she can like fucking phase through things.
I'm fine with putting on repeat.
Yeah. Process any living creature. What does it mean by process?
Eat?
No, because it says any living creature. I don't think
I can do that right now. What's your point?
I think it means understand.
I can do that right now.
What? Understand any living creature?
Yeah.
Like you can walk up to a cat and go meow and the cat will answer.
You can't speak the language.
It's process any living creatures. You can process and understand them.
Yeah, but eventually you still gotta process. Motherfucker, how much bandwidth you got?
Yeah, but my whole point is though, if you're processing them, you're only going to be processing the ones around your area, so I don't think it really matters. You know,
I'm fine with the D or an E.
I'm going to go with D. Precognition, so like essentially slight future sight. It's deja vu.
Leave it again.
It's deja vu incarnate. I'd say an F.
Yeah.
It's not really useful, but it is kind of useful at the same time. Pyrokinesis, so controlling flames, that would be incredibly useful. Motherfucker, I could become a firefighter. Just put out the flames. Immediately.
A fire helper.
Motherfucker.
Create the fires.
Exactly, I was about to say, I could be a fire starter too. Yeah, I feel like that would be incredibly useful.
You'd be great in like pyrotechnics and shit.
Yeah, exactly. You could put on a show. You could be absolutely
I wouldn't use this in my day. Well, hold on now. I wouldn't use this in my day-to-day
feel like
life, but realistically, I would.
After we reach the genie right here, we're back to the beginning. So.
Oh yeah.
We're almost done.
Yeah.
But I feel like it'd be very useful situationally, so I'd say a C tier as well.
Yeah, but
same
as use this in everyday life.
I mean, you could use it in basically everyday life, yeah. Especially if you're a smoker. Or like you cook a lot, you know. You wouldn't have to pay for a heating bill or anything like that. I could move it up to an A tier or a B tier.
I'm fine with B, but I gotta do a thing.
How long is said thing going to be? Because we haven't got many left to do.
Not very long.
I see. Well. Well, he does that. Let us see whether it actually is anymore, or whether it is just finished after those ones. It is. Current wishes for others. So yeah, that is the absolute last. Two slow frames. Damn, I didn't expect this to be so quick. I was expecting this to take a lot longer. It's only like an hour 30 so far. We've got another 10-20 minutes worth of actually talking about what is good. Let's see. Teleportation with it. Eyesight.
Stuff needs to be done, so we gotta rush to this.
Well, we've only got a few left, and it should be nearly done.
All right, let's go.
Okay, quick save, reload in real life. That's S tier. Let's be honest.
S.
Yep. Clearly. Redo any moment in your past. Also S because clearly, very clearly. Revive the dead. Revive the dead. F. Yeah. F. I mean, we could, but like, it wouldn't really be worth it. Let's be honest. See enemy. What?
See and.
See and emit the entire EM spectrum. I feel like there's an E. Stuff. Let's put it E. Shapeshifting, definitely A. Yeah, I was gonna say. Shapeshifting plus alter own mass, A plus. You could actually become like big bodybuilder. Slow and stop time.
B.
But don't age fast. Okay, so yeah, you know, while the time's slowed, you age at the normal time. So, B. Summon anything that can be carried. Time travel. Carry. Yeah, summon anything that can be carried. So you could just get real swole.
Whoa. C.
Yeah. I was thinking more C. Super seduction plus super charm. I feel like that's the exact same power said twice.
E or E.
I feel like that's a D. Super senses, definitely a B.
B.
Super speed plus force negation. So yeah, it's essentially Barry Allen's super speed. I feel like that's an A.
B.
Yeah, I'll go with B. Super strength plus proportional density. It's the same as that other one which we had. Where is it? I'll go and repeat basically. Super strength plus strength control. Yeah, I'd go with A for that because you can control it perfectly. Symbiote. That's not really power, is it?
Unless we're compatible, it'd be an E.
Yeah, I'd go with F.
Yeah.
Talk to ghost. Yep. Control technology. Oh yeah, that's definitely an S fucking power right there. You can control and like fucking use technology. Clearly, S.
E.
Telekinesis.
B.
B.
I'll move up to a C.
Oh. What do you mean? Telepathy.
F.
I mean that's really mind. So. Oh no, that's moving shit. Fuck it. Yeah, F. Teleport anywhere. That's S because like it's anywhere. You don't have to fucking worry about going places. Teleportation within eyesight. That'd be E. Let's be honest.
F.
It'd be an E because it's within eyesight. You could really get good at using it.
Sure.
Thought control. That'd be the same as like S because that's basically make people obey with your only word. Time travel plus timeline navigation. You can.
I'd give that an A plus.
Yeah. Universal perception and intelligence. It'd get very fucking boring. Let's be honest. So F. Classic vampirism.
Finish this off. Gotta go. You got like 2 more, or just hurry up. Speed run.
Classic vampire, but it'd be
F.
vibrokinesis.
Well, it's classics.
Like, I don't know.
You gotta worry about the sun. So F.
Yeah, and obviously you have to like physically be. Water breathing.
You still
E.
by the pressure of F.
Grant wishes for other people. I feel like that'd be an
I don't
S.
care about other people. That's an F.
Fucking sure. F.
I mean, let's be honest.
Okay, there we go. It's done.
All right.
That is our tier list. I'm gonna save it.
I don't know. Finish this off. I gotta go.
Well, that's the end of the stream.